Hello, everyone. So, I would rather take a mic actually. So, what apparently the industry has seen is a lot of on-screen ads. Like typically, what is happening in the sales is that we go to the brands who are advertising on TV, and we obviously that is right also as a strategy because the format, which is the ad film, is ready with sitting with these marketeers, and we are approaching them and showcasing these ads on the screen, the big screen. While this is really good, we get more and more ad films also advertising on cinemas, but somewhere is an opportunity that we are missing out. So this presentation is not just about currently what we are doing. We are doing really good, but we can be better in whatever we can do in the future. So, yeah. I think the MC mentioned that there is a huge spend that happens throughout India in various integrated marketing, which consists of various medias, and you can see that the amount is like a whooping 1.4 lakh plus crores. And what is cinema advertising pie expected this year is about roughly about 700 plus year. Now, that is basically maybe because of lack of information or the media planning strategies which are already in place. Could be traditional mindset or could be data driven. But we have the opportunity as an industry to do something about it and have a target. Maybe we have a 5-year target of the current 0.5% cinema share. Can we work together? Can we really work together and have a target of going from this 0.5 to 5%? If we all can do this, it will be great for us. It will be great for all the people who work in this industry. So that's what that thought is basically in going about this presentation. So I would say that it is mission possible. And if we believe that it is mission possible, even if we land up from 0.5 to 3%, it's a humongous amount of growth that we can actually achieve. It will help our industry. Okay, now how? The question is how? Okay, like I said, like we have been actually targeting these ad films, and we are so busy and occupied because there is about 25,000 different ads which are playing on TV. So it is 25,000 different opportunities, 25,000 videos we can actually bring on cinemas. But they are not coming. Okay, they are not coming and they are not retained. So are we actually leveraging this media properly? So the pitch is basically don't just pitch as an ad format, ad film format to the consumers. That is basically a medium to connect to the cinema goers. Instead, why can't we have a separate discussion with each of the marketeers, ask them to spend a little bit more and leverage the entire property. Here is an example. So this is OnePlus. OnePlus going, they do the traditional advertising on other screens, but here they invested into 4DX.
Technology pushes us forward. We can accelerate our minds. We can evolve faster than our fingers. Reacting at the speed of thought. Never stopping. There are worlds to experience and no time to lose. Behold your city and the OnePlus 10T.
Now, what did OnePlus achieve by doing this? Unlike the other screens where you will see 15 ads, 20 ads, at times even 30 ads playing on the screen, normal screens, OnePlus acquired the entire 4DX screens exclusively. There is hardly any ads which are converted into 4DX format and played in 4DX screens. Today there are so many 4DX screens. And OnePlus, thanks to PVR also, together they thought of this idea, and we have a new area where a brand can actually spend a bit more, have an exclusive space, and wow the audience. The audience was completely immersed and engaged in an advertisement. This is something that is being done first time in India. And we, as an industry, we must actually approach the marketeers, tell them that this medium is different and it's an experiential medium. So let's invest more and let's get the maximum out of it. One more example. It's totally engaging. It's full of surprise. It's very innovative.
वो बजरे दंग रिकॉर्ड नहीं होगा। शायद इसमें आपको टेस्ट का मजा नहीं मिलेगा, झाग का मजा नहीं मिलेगा। अब आप सोचेंगे तो मिलेगा क्या? असर।
थैंक यू सर।
This is so cool.
ये वैन तुम्हारी है? यस सर। मुझे तो कोई डिफरेंस ही नहीं लग रहा है। इट्स टू गुड। थैंक यू सर। कितना? 6000।
So the audience is in complete shock. They had come to see a different a movie which is not playing but something else.
एग्जैक्ट रेप्लिका है। बकवास जो है तो नकली है। इसे मैं अपने घर पे लगाऊंगा तो उसके लगेगी। अगर आपकी औकात है 100 करोड़ की पेंटिंग घर पर लगाने की तो इसलिए ये मर्जी है, पर मेरा शो फर्जी जरूर एंजॉय करना। That is the day collapse. उसने एक मानसून क्लियर से फोटो बनाया था। अगर हमने उसको पकड़ लिया तो मानसून का नेटवर्क को फ्रीज कर सकते हैं। हम लोग हमेशा उन लोग से एक कदम आगे रहेंगे। Are you ready?
आज मूवी देखने आई थी, प्लान बना था बहुत अच्छा, बट यहाँ आके फर्जीवाल ने हमारे साथ ही प्रैंक कर दिया, बहुत बड़ा अनएक्सपेक्टेड था, बट बहुत बहुत ज्यादा मजा आया। ये प्रैंक बहुत अच्छा था एक्चुअली, बहुत मजा आया।
हाँ, बहुत मजा आया। हाँ, तो जब मैं मूवी देखने आया था तो स्क्रीन पे आ रहा था कि कुछ टेक्निकल इश्यू है, तो बाद में फर्जी हमने बोला कि फर्जी स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, तो मैं बोला चल अभी फर्जी लग गया है, टाइम भी निकालना तो देख लेते। कुछ ऐसा लगा तो नहीं था, लेकिन हाँ लगा कि अरे आप मूवी देखना है और ये देखना।
So again, a very memorable experience. The brand invested and leveraged the entire experience of cinema. So there is live audience and the brand gets an opportunity to shock them, surprise them, and present a very memorable ad experience. a show which is about to get launched could have been easily a 30 seconds regular trailer or a 1 minute trailer. But here, what they did was they engaged with the audience. I will just show one more. This is also a very good example of using multiplex, cinema as a platform.
देखो अपने फेवरेट ऑनलाइन मूवीज और शोज सीधे अपने बड़े टीवी पे Amazon Fire TV Stick. Fire up your TV.
So, another example of using the medium. Even if we land up pitching about 20, 25, 30 brands and ask them to do something like this on a frequent basis, maybe every quarter, we will see a uprise in our overall ad spends that we do. Second is the audience will not mind it because there's a gratification. The audience is getting a delight experience, right? They are getting gratified, they are getting upgrade, right? So it's a very engaging way of going and reaching out to the consumers. I will not take too much of time. There are more such examples. So what I will do is I'll just flip this and Alpana. This is very interesting again. So this was actually a video that we had. So very thought-provoking. On a World Eyesight Day, a brand like Alcon thought of creating some awareness. Great opportunities. There are so many other days where we can actually leverage, do some innovative activities in various streams across India and help the brand actually to do such thought-provoking campaigns. So it's not just on screen. I'll just skip this. So what next? Content strategy. Can we explore something which is unexplored? It's not just about the movies, right? People don't just watch movies. We have a big format here. So can we explore maybe a stand-up comedy, a video, or probably a live comedy session, right? Can we have these popular sports? I'm sure that it's happening right now, but we can, as an industry, we can actually, pitch it together. And if it is happening throughout the country, it provides a great opportunities for brands who are advertising on TV, who are advertising on OTT platforms. They will also use this, right? Because here you are getting the live audience. And we have so much more in the foyer, we have so much on the on-screen. So there's a huge opportunity here. Again, this will lead to an incremental revenue. Few other strategies, like a lot of brands I want a campaign only for jailer. Only for jailer. 1 week. What happens? The entire inventory for the week is filled up. What happens in the second week? What happens in the third week? Jailer is still there. Jailer is still there for 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So if the brand has invested into Rajnikant, then he has to be with Rajnikant. So can we change the approach of advertising for the first week to advertising with the movie? So till the time jailer is on screen, the ad plays with the jailer. That's why you have invested, right? So the approach can be changed. We together can change this. It will lead us to a better yield, more revenue. Yeah, again, so that's the extension of it. Like, can we do it monthly instead of weekly? So the plans can be monthly. Obviously, this will not happen overnight, not in a year or 2 years. It will happen over a time. We need to change this mindset. So I'm saying that another thing is that more ads is equals to a deterioration of experience. People have come to watch the movies, not the ads. Okay? So considering that, can we have a better price and lesser ads, or lesser price and more ads? So that's basically a question mark. So over here in the experiential off-screen spaces, there are numerous opportunities, but I would like to call upon Gautam in the emerging opportunities in the digital space. Please welcome Gautam, Screenox, CEO, IIM Illuminous. Gautam, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You'll have to hand over that. Thank you, and sleepy afternoon. And for many, it's on the flight today. But for the ones that are here, I always like to start my presentation with something which has always inspired me. And stopping advertising to save money is like stopping your watch to save time. It's a very old saying. So advertising is an integral part of any business. Today, probably we are at a stage where we are seeing digital screens everywhere, right? We are also understanding that there's a lot of audience in various places. I'll give you an example. Now, when we go through any transit media, we go to any mall, we see a lot of audience there, and therefore the advertising has emerged. So mall branding, airport branding, all these things have emerged. Recently, you will start seeing a lot of digital screens on store facades. You've started seeing digital screens on in all these zones that we have shown here. So these digital screens, there's a reason why these digital screens have come in. All right, and I think what comes first? Is the tech come first, or does the advertiser come first? So the tech in this case has already arrived. We will share some more things with you. If you can change the slide. So typical journey in a cinema lobby. We buy tickets. We spend about 15-20 minutes in the lobby space. We do this for various reasons. Either the next show is to yet to get over. The cinema people want us to buy F&B. Of course, that's very important to our revenue. And then we go for a film, take a bio break in between during the interval, and another 15-20 minutes. So I have got captive audience of about 20 minutes in that space, which is like gold. And I don't know if many of us have actually realized this opportunity. So exploring this opportunity more with the help of digital screens. So what happens in the cinema lobby first? Movie going is an event on its own. We all understand that. Lobby sets the mood for the film. Why do PVR, Inoxes spend so much of their monies on the lobby experience? I mean, Barco's internationally is now creating lobby experience spaces. My last visit to CinemaCon in Las Vegas, there was an entire session where Barco was explaining how important is a cinema lobby. Now, I'm saying that if that's the case, then in our own small way, can we digitize them? The reason to digitize will come in my next slides. It's also a ritual to meet and greet people, right? We have conversation with friends, we buy F&B, we engage with the upcoming posters, because now we are getting ready for an experience. We are getting ready to immerse ourselves for the next 2.5 hours, forget the world, and we've spent that money to come and get ourselves into that mode. So this 15 minutes time that we get, it's a beautiful time to connect with, for brands to connect with them. So many ad revenue opportunities are there. We have seen many examples that Vikas shared. These are all non-digital stuff that can be done and which we all do all this time. So I'll not get into details of this because it's already been covered, but activations to displays to so many things can be done. The opportunity lies here. This is the opportunity. All right, we are sitting at about 568 crores or 600 odd crores as ad revenue in the whole industry, which is less than 1% of the total AdX. I'm saying my market is the same. I am still in those same cinemas, but my product has now become new. It's not that the product was not there. The digital screens were still there. Many of the exhibitors sitting here will also say, we already have digital screens. But how do we actually bring revenue on those screens? So that's very important, and that's where the cinema lobby DOH is the new big, huge opportunity. How will that happen? And where is the source of revenue and why is it becoming now very important? Is for us to also go back and see any of our digital billboards that have started coming into the city. So there's an influx because there are many advantages. One of the big advantages, there is no mounting, there is no pasting, no printing. These are very small few advantages. I have 5 products. I can show in different loops. I can show I can keep showing new products. As a company, Screenox today manages over 1,800 screens today. And I am infusing advertisements on each and every of that screen. And trust me, I have a huge list of brands who are wanting to work every day with us. So the opportunity is very big. Now, if you have a captive audience in a space, and if you can talk to them in a more effective way, then the sources of revenue are there. I'll just take 2 minutes more to expand to what Vikas was trying to explain. On the on-screen cinema, what we see on screen as an ad, that comes from the mainline agency. That whole industry at its best has touched about 1,000 crores. Okay, this is a cinema advertising space. When it comes to cinema DOH, we are not even wanting that an on-screen advertiser come and start giving me revenue on my off-screen digital screens, because we were giving complimentary so far. You buy an ad on screen and we'll give you some visibility on our off-screen digital screens. Yes, many of you will agree, and so was the case so far going on. Now what we are thinking is there's a huge out-of-home market, OOH market, which is worth 5,000 crores today in the market. Can we go and talk to an OOH advertiser and say, let's give you an example. In Bombay, a typical out-of-home campaign would go to, let's say, about 2 crores. An effective campaign for a 10-day visibility in Bombay advertiser would spend about 2 crores. I'm saying I have 21 such properties in Bombay where your BMW will talk to the perfect TG. Give me a 10% out of that share, right? I haven't touched my on-screen advertiser. I have gone and developed a new market. And trust me, it's already started happening. There are various other sources. One of the sayings over here is with web browsers increasingly blocking cookies. So very soon your cookies will get blocked on your phone. So how does digital, which is such a huge market, how do they expand? So now digital has started expanding on digital OOH. It's called as programmatic advertising. So this tech is also coming in and it's a huge opportunity again. So these are the sources of revenue. All these clients that I have listed here are just a handful of them who are constantly advertising on digital screens. They are my existing customers. These are all agencies, direct corporates. We have already started registering ourselves in the DAVP. So now what's happening is, just as a small announcement here, we've also become exclusive partners with PVR and Inox Pan India for all their off-screen digital lobbies. All off-screen digital lobby screens are now going to be responsibility of Screenox to market. We're exclusive partners and now we've also stepped into the DAVP story. We are talking to government and explaining to them that this is a space where you can communicate your messages also more effectively. Digital online, PSU regional, this is already, we have LICs of the world and I don't know how many banks have already started advertising on these screens. So they are finding work in whatever they are saying. Many things go inside this space. So you have a software, you need a server, you need networking, media player, display, and of course then advertising. All of this comprises of a good digital OOH network. So my suggestion to all the people who are here, and if you can spread this word, if you have a cinema lobby, if you have your own cinema house, please fill your lobby with screens so that now that scalability can come in. When I receive a campaign to be executed across Pan India, and if I have digital screens available in so many cinemas, we can shower ads directly. I do not require to be physically present in a Guntur. I received a call yesterday from a cinema house in Guntur which already has about 11 screens. They said, we are interested. And we said, wow, perfect. That's the way to go forward. Now you sit in your space and let me start bringing advertising from all these people. You know, the AOR agencies, they need a reach into the tier 2 cities. They need a reach into semi-metros. They need a reach into the metros. So that's the big opportunity. I once again thank everybody to stay up for this presentation. And if I'd like to invite my colleague and take any questions if you have for us. All right, our email ID is available here. In case if you have any questions and queries, you can definitely reach out to us. Okay, thank you.